Okay, here we go. This is Garrett. I'm going to start a new series called The World is Falling Apart. This is part 1. I'll share with you a shocking statistic. There are well over 300 million people in the world who are taking psychotropic pills, psych pills, to help them to cope with life, to help them to feel better, to help them to make it through the demonic attacks. And many of you know by now, but some of you might not, my wife Tristan got demon possessed, and that lasted pretty badly for 2 months. And then it took some healing time for a while. And during those 2 months, she was on psychotropic pills. I have family members who took the pills. I had friends who took the pills. I know of Christian brothers who are on the pills. Somebody very, very close to me had thought about taking some pills to help feel a little bit better, to help cope with the day-to-day life. Hey everybody, could I please ask you a favor? If you don't mind, scroll down below, click our subscribe button, because we could really use your help. Thank you very much. I've been slightly tempted to maybe start taking some pills. Not tempted too strongly because I know a lot about them. But I've experienced that temptation when life is just getting too hard. So we have well over 300 million people taking psychotropic pills in the world because many of us need them. We need to take them. Some of us because of depression, some of us because of fear and anxiety, some of us because we're having nightmares and we can't sleep. Some of us because we're feeling despair, some of us are feeling suicidal, and on and on. We're feeling rejected, we're feeling unloved, completely empty inside, feeling like pure death inside of us, going through aggravation, frustration, being very irritable and angry and raging. Many of us need to take the pills. I'm not coming down on anybody who's taken the pills. God used them to bless Tristan quite extensively because it calmed her down during the demonic possession. I'm not coming against you, brothers and sisters. I love you. I love you. I'll go into the pills for a few moments now. What I'm going to share with you, I cannot prove to you. It's simply what Jesus has been teaching me. If you don't believe what I'm about to tell you, you can always ask Jesus about it. You could pray about it. You can investigate it more through meditation with the Lord and prayer. But what happens is when we swallow these psychotropic pills, there is a demon inside of you who is taking chemicals out of the pill for their own lusts. They are feeding on parts of the pill. There are demons that are lusting terribly for certain parts, certain chemicals in the pill. And when you swallow the pill, they are grabbing the chemicals out of it supernaturally and fulfilling their lusts. They're fulfilling their desires. They're getting high on it. Let me watch my language. And that is a really good, direct, truthful example of what is happening when we take these psych pills. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, Garrett, did you want me to quit them cold turkey? No, I'm not saying that at all. I would never talk that way to anybody, and I don't think any of us ever should. You want to seek out Jesus on what to do, because only He knows what is best for you. Only He knows what might be safe for you to do. Only He knows the truth of the situation, and I don't, and your family members don't, and your friends don't, and your pastor at church doesn't. Only Jesus knows how and when and to what levels you might want to pray about cutting back the pills. So, why are the pharmaceutical companies so powerful? Why are they so wealthy? Why are they ruling sections of Congress and the U.S. government? Why are they ruling? Why do they have their claws deep into the European governments and prime ministers and presidents? Because the pharmaceutical companies are a branch of Satan's worldwide beast system. Satan is ruling trillions of demons, trillions with a capital T as in Tom, trillions of demons, and many of them are lusting after these chemicals. When I say many, I'm talking millions or hundreds of millions, even possibly billions of these demons are lusting after these chemicals in the psych pills, and that's why the pharmaceuticals are being pushed so hard in the world. They're being pushed so hardly on men and women, even teenagers, possibly even children. That's a little example of what's actually happening. The pharmaceuticals are being completely run by the demons, pushed by the demons, promoted by the demons. And above all of them, above Satan and the demons, is the Lord Jesus using these pharmaceutical companies to fulfill His will and His plans in His creation. This is part 1, psychotropic pills.